Alright, today we find ourselves at Clarinda Country Club, another Iowa one. There's so many Iowa courses on GSPRO, it's crazy. This one is probably a true municipal course. If it's a private course, no offense by that. It's a little shorter. We're playing this at 5,700 yards, I think. It's also a par 68, I want to say. So not a whole lot of room. We got some small fairways, some small greens. And on one here we go right into a tree to start off. 147 left in the rough. And that looks like it's going to be okay, but these greens look a little rounded, and we get pushed off the side there. We got to chip it in for a par, and we do not. An opening bogey. 293 par 4 on this one. Just got a hybrid out, trying to go about 200 and stay in the fairway this time. And that was somewhat successful. 100 remaining. Good tempo on that. Little tiny green here. And we just miss our first birdie. Going to 3, still +1, 142 yards now to an equally small green. We go fringe bounce and roll up and almost get another birdie, but settle for the par again. Just a little mini dogleg right, and I throw it up over the corner with my 3 hybrid, leaving us 121 across this creek. Everything coming off much straight than it used to after the grip change. A little roll, and luckily we get another par. +1, going to 5. 183, another par 3 here. This is how we get to the par 68. And that is left all the way. And a little short. So bad contact there, bad swing there. Got to chip in the smaller circle to keep the par. Roll right. Oh, almost get lucky there. This one we're going up over the corner of this house. Tried to tee it up high and get under it. We got +2 on the attack angle. And a pretty good little shot there. Rolls out into the rough. 64 yards remaining though, so that was definitely the angle to go for. A little low spinner that does not check and is not very straight. And we are again chipping to try and save those pars. Hold on, and that one does not. So we are now at +2, going to 7. Not mad at how I'm playing at all here. These are some normal missed long irons and things like that. The 3-wood comes out a little late there on the computer, but in good position up the left-hand side. 110 left. And that one's going to be a couple yards short, but an easy par. 121, another par 3. And that one had the distance, but just a little to the left. Another easy par, and we go to the 9th. Still at +2. This is a hybrid of some sort, just trying to get it out into the fairway. It's 114 up the hill. This is probably a 9-iron or something like that. And just spun it up a little bit much on the hill and come up short for another par. 289, I think this one we're trying to give it a heave-ho, and we leave it way right. And that's going to be in some trees. We have a tiny opening there on the left. This is a 4-iron chip that works out really well, and we almost get a birdie out of, but obviously taking the par there after that little rescue chip from under the tree. 274, best drive of the day for sure. Leaving us a good angle in and a really short 37-yard. And we actually get to execute one here and get a birdie, going to +1, headed over to the 12th. 167 yards, and that's chunked and short. Gotta chip it in the small circle to not make that birdie not worth it. And it spares us and lets us keep our par there. +1, going to 13, another corner of some sort of a fence I gotta get over. We do just that. That's the angle we wanted. It's going to run out just a little bit more than I wanted there. I don't think the tree's going to come into play. We have 156 left. Maybe a big bounce and a stop, and we got the yardage exactly right. Another birdie going to even, starting on 14. This has been my new miss here, is the heel hook, straight left, 10-degree face. That's not good. Luckily, it's a short hole. We got to recover here with an 8-iron or something like that. And we fly it just over the top, and we're going to have to chip to save our par. The chip comes out a little hot, and we give one back to +1, going to 15 now. A par 5, an actual par 5 here, 500 yards. There's not really a corner to cut, but we are hugging the left side here. A decent bounce over to the right, but we still have to kind of aim for the elbow. Good strike there, and we will find the fairway with a short wedge in, 73 yards. The sunbeams coming through the clouds, and it's pulled immediately. Just you could tell by the swing. We're gonna come out of there with a par. 112, 16th hole, another par 3. Remember, it's a par 68, so you're going to see more par 3s than normal. Off the face, that looked amazing, but a little long going down the hill, possibly. And then another tester. It's my dog. Another tester of a chip, but we get it in the par range, and we go to 17. Still +1. Looks like a difficult driving hole in real life. Going over a creek into a narrow tree opening seems pretty daunting. We get a good flight through all that and past it there. And then 54 yards. Everything came out pretty good there. It's got to stop. And we get the birdie back to even, going to 18. Can we keep it together? Kind of a chicken-winged flight on the driver, and it goes left, leaving us 152 into the green from the rough. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is called a shank. Tried to do something extra and more, and the hosel just flies right into the ball. We now have 55 to try and save our round, and we cannot. We bogey the last +1. Clarinda is a great course to just go out and remind yourself of the one in your neighborhood. Remember to like, subscribe. It helps the channel a lot.